The rumors are flying around that Drake is going to come out at the halftime of the Super Bowl with Bad Bunny. We don't know. I don't know if Drake has a song with Bad Bunny. Knowing him, he do. Knowing him, he do. And the reason why I say knowing him, he does, because that's his MO. His MO has been consistently the same pattern every time. If somebody's hot, let me jump on their songs so I could try to get their fan base. You know, because Bad Bunny was Bad Bunny without him. He didn't need him. So, is that what it was? Then that's what it was. But now, Champagne Sloppy wants to continue to do what it is that he does and make garbage music on his own. And none of it's sticking, none of it's working. Even if it was okay, the fans are just turned off by his behavior. They don't even care. And this would just only bring Bad Baby down. I mean, Bad Baby, Bad Bunny down. Just bringing this dude into the fold, you know, it just don't make a lot of sense to us. Absolutely. Now look, sometimes you just gotta tell it like it is. Now there's many of scenarios that don't fit, and a lot of people will say, "Well, that just don't fit." Okay, cool, I can live with it. But the narrative that do fit, people gotta learn to live with, you know. So Sloppy has put together a collection of his greatest hits. So what Champagne Sloppy decided to do was take the narratives and run with it and change it up. Sloppy decided he was going to change the game how he wanted it to go. And now, yeah, let me use Bad Bunny to bring me back. Nobody gonna boo Bad Bunny, but they would boo my ass. So you want to come in on the back of somebody else because you don't have the strength to pop out on your own and be popular. You do the Super Bowl then. I don't think so. Matter of fact, they don't even want your ass. How does that even feel? Sloppy. I'm telling you, these narratives never seem to change. That's the scary part about it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now, yeah, that was crazy what she typed. It's gonna be even crazier when you find out it's probably a dude who said his name is Ariel. It's like, I always wanted to be a woman. Yeah, trash the little lady. So, oh, of course, because the situation is like a flip flop. If you got 17 people online trying to push the narrative that Drake is performing with Bad Bunny, that means that it's probably not Bad Bunny and it's probably not even happening. That's probably because Drake and his team is trying to push the narrative so that it can get talked. So maybe Bad Bunny will want to bring Drake out. You know, all whatever walks across that stage has to be approved. So anybody doing anything of that nature will be met with and dealt with. They don't play games on that part. You cross the line there, you get tore up. Oh yeah, 100%. They don't mesh anything up there. They know 100% what it is they're doing and need to be doing at that said time. Everybody know what time it is when they see that. That's the scary part about it. That no one seems to get or understand. There's so much wrong in this world that we never stick around for the right. Take for granted everything that was said about us, moved around about us, the whole nine. As an artist, hip hop was never supposed to be at the Super Bowl. And now, hip hop is front line and center. The biggest Super Bowl performance ever watched was a hip hop artist. And they can't do nothing but eat it. Now you got people mad about Bad Bunny, who's in New York right now, who just did Saturday Night Live, when everybody was complaining about him being on the Super Bowl. He went and kind of made fun of what people were saying when everybody is talking about how he shouldn't be performing and why it's a thing. Well, it's like this. A friend of ours said something pretty like tone deaf when it came to that subject, and it was like, why would you even do that? But to say Bad Bunny is bad for the Super Bowl, the only thing is I would have questions with is the fact that, he don't, you know, he doesn't speak, well, he speaks English, but his songs are in Spanish. So that's the only thing I'll be like, oh, the songs are in Spanish. So, but it don't stop anybody, really. Because I'm like, hey, that Fast and the Furious song, I don't know what the hell they talking about. That Dakachuno, we still get down. We hit every, hey, we don't know a goddamn syllable on that damn song. And Bad Bunny is like one of the top artists in the world right now. You think he don't got white girls listening to him? You think they own Latino? No. This dude just, you know how many Latinos watch the Super Bowl? You think they don't want to tap into that market too? But it's funny when everything was all white. Nobody cared. Like nobody complained about the artist. Nobody said, oh my God. They wouldn't have to do this if they were also inclusive. The only thing black we could get up there was Beyonce. She was doing the Super Bowl at a halftime like every week. That's what it seemed like to us. It was like, damn, they got her every year. She didn't even have an album out, I don't think. They did what? Formation. And they put her up there when it should have been Bruno by himself. But Bruno had just did the Super Bowl, but he had the hottest song in the world at that time. Shoot, Bruno Mars. Man, Bruno was, shoot, Bruno could probably do the Super Bowl right now if he wasn't so messed up. What's up, Alaska? Yeah. So Bruno was something else. Yeah, pretty much. The tables have turned, darkness. Well, society has played a cruel trick on the rest of you. And the reason it has is because the energy is off. You know, when you surround yourself in a negative environment, like people hate on stuff, they don't even know they're hating on it. They get told to hate on something. Oh yeah. So if he does the Super Bowl, who cares? That's the thing. That's what I keep talking about. Black people are not the complainers that they try to make us out to be. It's nobody complains more than white people. And they complain about absolutely nothing. It don't even make sense. Why is people upset that Bad Bunny is doing the Super Bowl? Why? What do you care? Wait, wow, Bad Bunny. I'll be like, ask your kids. They probably are excited. I mean, who do you expect them to do? Get Rascal Flats? And Rascal Flats will be performing at the Super Bowl. I'm just like, man, how many times do you need to see the same damn thing? But everything's all right, long as it's all white. Well, that's why people say it's obvious that things of a different nature or different ilk was, yeah, when people run their mouth to a certain degree, they get lured into a trap. Yeah, I wouldn't want to see Drake there. No, I wouldn't. I would never want to see Drake there. But let's say we look at the Super Bowl, right? Where's that going to leave the rest of the world? Hmm? Oh, it's all these MAGA Karens are crying over Bad Bunny. They had Lady Gaga with a mechanical lion running out there when she was doing Roar. So, yeah, she brought out Missy Elliott. I think she brought out Lenny Kravitz. So Lenny came out and performed. You had, yeah, you had Bruno do his thing again. He had just did it like probably 2 years ago. Then it was Bruno, Beyonce, and the Mushroom Five guy. Oh my God. He's bringing out who? Champagne Sloppy. That's what the rumors are. I don't even know if they have a song together. I'm like, do they have a song together? I doubt it happens. Yeah, that "Don't Believe Me, Just Watch" was the biggest song. Do 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 do. "Don't Believe Me, Just Watch" was so big they brought him back for the Super Bowl. And he just did the whole Super Bowl before, but that song was so hot, he had to come back. Beyonce, they put Beyonce and all three of them together. And Beyonce started getting in formation. So they brought Beyonce out there with them to do it. And I'm like, this is not a Super Bowl song, but since it's in Oakland, Yeah, the NFL at 50. Then they had Lady Gaga. She did the Super Bowl halftime show. Who was at the Lady Gaga? Oh, it was Justin Timberlake. So Justin Timberlake did the halftime of the Super Bowl, and people complained that only white artists get to do the Super Bowl. And that's when they started saying, hey, we gonna have to change it up. And I don't think Timberlake did a bad job. I think he did a great job. But they made a big fuss, plus it was all the cultural stuff going on at that time. Yeah. They had Adam Lambert, who brought out Travis Scott, because Travis Scott had sicko mode. So they had to let him do sicko mode and let Adam do his song. And he brought out, because the Super Bowl was in Atlanta, they brought out Big Boy for I Like the Way You Move. Then the first year of them being diverse, after they said no more of that, they came with Shakira and Beyonce and J Lo. That was the first one in the Jay Z era. Then, oh yeah, that was the weekend. And I remember that performance. One of our people that we know was in this Super Bowl performing. Yeah, that was the Tampa Super Bowl. I know where I was at when that happened. Then came to LA. They brought out the Dre, Snoop, Kendrick. They had Tams up there. So yeah, it was 50 was upside down. It was like we got Fat 50 up here. Then pregnant Rihanna go up there, and everybody goes, "So what? She got a baby bump. Let her have a baby bump. Let Rihanna have a baby bump. So what? She had a baby. You leave Rihanna alone. There you go. You show your stomach, girl." She had every hood read this. I was like, "No, y'all got a belly. She's pregnant." That was different. So she does the Super Bowl. Then Usher comes through and put on a performance of a lifetime. People was, what are we watching? They was like, this is a show. Like that still was one of the best, like as far as everything combined, the Usher show was incredible. I said, oh my gosh. From a performance with dance, from each sequence, I said, man, Usher put on a whole show that was like a whole concert. I'm like, all of this was done in 15 minutes? Yep. Yeah, he brought out Alicia Keys, and she came there and did her song. And they were Swiss. Usher and Alicia Keys got quite close. How you let them get up on that? Swiss, what's wrong? Then they brought out CeeLo Green. And Usher started roller skating. Then Little John was there. They had everybody there. The Usher thing was crazy. Then of course Luda come out. Gotta have Luda. Then last year, history was made. The first hip hop artist to headline the entire Super Bowl. In a moment, it was the most watched event in history. So it'd be great if, Sloppy gets introduced and brought out. So you get to see how popular he really isn't no more. It's over for Sloppy. And that's just that. So I'm gonna get ready for my football games. Talk to you later, dude.